I know what it is. That other screen doesn't have a microphone on it. That's just a picture of the charts. I forgot to switch over. Usually I put that on whenever I'm just getting everything set up. What's up, Capital? Are you glad to be back from vacation? Man, I was pretty positive that we were going to take out this freaking weekly gap. We have a weekly gap here. This is a weekly gap between about what, 43 to 50 here. And man, like I said, I had a resting long sitting here right at the 50 levels, and I thought we would get tapped, then push back up, which we did get tapped. We just hit that 55, then went back up 50 points. Actually, a total of almost 70 points that we moved back up. So we missed that one. Oh man, you're good, man. I don't expect nobody to be, feel like you have to watch the stream every day. I don't. I know I don't ever watch the same. I mean, I watch the same people a lot, but yeah, we all have lives and stuff to do between either working or family and all the normal stuff that most people have to do. Like I said, we have Papa Powell this morning, and we have 3-star news today at 10 PMI numbers. So if you are in a trade, just be aware that Jerome Powell is going to be speaking. And you know how that is when he's talking. If he says something, the market will react. So just be careful if you are in a trade this morning. What's that? Watching the 865 is for the downside? I probably will short this 535 up here at the 831s. If we make a quick push and we still got a 30-point gap between these EMAs, will we be looking for a short off of that 831 this morning, Fish Lips? I'm not really sure if I want to retake this the second time because I don't know if we missed it. So I don't know if this was the first push, and I'm not sure about the second one. I'm just not sure. I feel like it's going to be very tough, hard entries for that first 30 minutes. It's going to be make you super nervous because you have to worry about Jerome Powell saying something. Then plus we got PMI numbers at 10 o'clock today. I don't know if anybody knows what the hours for the markets are this week. I know we got another half day Thursday, but I don't know. Do you know if the prop firms are going to be closed on Friday? Are they still going to be open for like all the other markets? I mean, I know the stock market's closed. I just wasn't sure about the prop firms. At least the ones here in the United States. I mean, I know there's others around the world, but I just didn't know the particular ones here if they would be closed. Um, I was wondering why you were saying sorry, Husk. Then I just noticed that there was the H there on the end. I was like, I didn't get that at first, but I was like, okay. It's like, why has he got sorry? I guess I missed it myself. If you probably would have never put that there, I would have never I glanced at the chat, but I don't sit there and look at looking for misspelled words or anything. I was hoping that I have another 50K. I had another one of my 50Ks that we blew up. I think it was back in early June or late May. I want to feel like early June because it reset at the end of the month. So now we have at least 2 evals to trade on top of our funded. I was really hoping to get our funded trade out this morning with this trade off the yesterday's open and low, but it didn't happen. Then I was going to use this as my line in the sand here. This is your gap fill in from the weekly gap fill in. So just be aware of that sell down. That could be a possible good target this morning. I think for the first 30 minutes this morning, if we do find a setup, even if it's a funded trade or not, I think we're going to stick strictly to evals just because we have Jerome Powell. If you're just joining us, Jerome Powell at 9:30 when the market opens, which will probably be late. And then we have 10 o'clock PMI numbers. Yeah, I was thinking some of the prop firms would at least add some 90% off for the holidays coming up, but they didn't. Maybe they'll do it the week after the 4th. We did take a trade this morning it was just one micro. We were shorting the 535 this morning. So it wasn't quite on the 35. I want to say it was no, not that push down. Let's see. It was like 6 o'clock. No, it wasn't this one. So I think it was this one. It's the one that we pushed down to the 09s because we got 30 points out of it. But it was just on the eval because it was pre-market. So let me see where. Okay. It was this trade here. I know, man. So I didn't quite get the full up at that target. So what I did is I waited for it to push down some, then I saw it push back up. So we got short around, I want to say 39. We were short from 39 because we got 30 points. Or actually, no, 29. So we were short from 29 because we were in the red $40 or $50 last night on this account because we streamed the opening last night. And so we were in the red $50 last night. And so now we're just in the red $10 because, like I said, we took a 20-point trade off of that this morning. I probably would have went for more, but I know that we've been getting stuck here. We were stuck in this, 10 range yesterday? We were literally just stuck between 10 and 60 yesterday. We pretty much were just stuck in a 60 points, 50-point range for hours yesterday. It just felt like. It was definitely a tough morning yesterday. Hopefully no one didn't mess up their accounts too bad. Yesterday's definitely was a nice range day. So if you're good at range, that was probably your bread and butter yesterday. Fish lips, I also watched that play pop off the 5-minute chart last night. Let's see if I can find it. So look at the 5-minute 535 fish lips. This thing pulled down, hit that 535 and almost a 50-point run. Man, it's like I almost want to risk 10 points off of this level here. I just know it's so close to opening, and like I said, we have Papa Powell speaking. And we also have this down here, so I don't know. If we do it, we will half our risk and half, because usually with my funded on the Bulanox, I've been trading basically 1 mini or 10 micros. But I think if we do take this near opening, we're just going to go in with 5. This way, we're just not risking more than $100. I think it may work if it hits, because you also have the 100. If I'm not mistaken, that's the 100 on the 5 minutes sitting at 830 also. So I think if we do take it, we're just going to take it with 5 micros instead of the 10. Like I said, the only thing that worries me is Papa Powell is speaking. I just hate for him to say something and freaking send a crazy wick. That's what you have to worry about. It's not really the market moving. It's those spontaneous 30, 40 point wicks out of nowhere. I hate that it's consolidating too. I usually don't do second pushes either. So let's just say if it pushes up to the 25 and reverses, I will take the trade off. I don't usually play the second hit. So either I usually hit it on the first hit or I don't get it at all. Let's see. Got equal highs sitting here too. Eh. All right, take that off. It's about 30 points away now. Whew. That's what I want to take also. I may still do that one, Capital. That was my long from this morning, and it missed me by a few points. I actually had a resting order sitting here at 50 this morning, and this thing, it stopped here. I was like, I thought maybe this candle right here would get me, but it did not. It just went straight back up. So I was like, damn it. So I had to just sit there and just watch. That was also the level I was wanting yesterday for the for my long two for my funded account was off of this 50 for that gap fill in this week. Wow, look at this. Look at this opening. What do we got, like 25 points? Oh, goodness. Hmm. $7.88. Whew. Some pretty crappy price action so far, guys. I think it's one of those deals we're probably not going to get nice movement until after 10 o'clock this morning. We're still inside within the 1 minute candle, which is insane. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there's no way in heck I'm going to hop in this mess. Especially not in the middle. It may be another range day type trading day. It looks like they're just going to hold off until the 10 o'clock news. But Capital, you taking trades this morning? Capital, are you taking that bounce off of 88? There's your 88. See if you at least get 10 points. Oh, 850. That's what you were saying. 850. I guess we must have news here at 9:45 today. I hear other like methodical man saying that, but I didn't see any news at the. I thought the news was at 10 o'clock today. I might have looked at the time wrong, guys. So the PMI numbers may be at 9:45 today. So just be careful if you are in an entry here. You could get a lot of a whipsawing at the moment. Nice bounce there. Call out capital. I got to look at that again. I swear it was at 10 o'clock. Sounds good, Francis. Have a good morning. Let me check the news again. I thought it was at 10 o'clock today. Yeah, it's at 10 o'clock today. Not the 3-star news is at 10, not 9:45. I just kept seeing other streamers talk about it. Whew, nice 20-point call out so far. Not outer, but capital. Hmm. Uh, oh, I missed it. Damn. That went a lot faster than I thought it was going to go. Man, I don't know about that second touch, fish lips. Man, that quick spike caught me off guard. I may do this play on an evaluation, but I don't want to take the second hit on the funded. Oh, looks like we're going to sail through. Like I said, that was the second hit. So it still may offer you 10 points, but since it was the second hit, we did not take it on funded. Because it would have been this first candle here. I feel like we might get a reversal here at the 40 level. And that would be also your 15-minute opening range candle here too at 21. Yeah, it finally did pay the 10 points off that level. I wasn't sure if it was going to hold or not after it sold through. See if we have another little breakout here. We got the 150 that Capital was talking about, which we, the NASDAQ loves to hold numbers. And we also have the yesterday's close and open sitting at 65. The 850 level. Yeah, I was waiting for the first pullback here. This is that one this was that one play I was looking at before the market just shot up super quick. I didn't expect the volume so quickly after we've been just kind of like moving slowly. Then that way I could have had my first leg as stop loss right there below the 800s. Oh, look at the 535 paying the bills, fish lips. Did you take the short at the 830s? So we do have some 3-star news PMI numbers at what, in 5 minutes, 4 minutes. So just be careful if you are in a trade. I gotta say, this is probably one of the smaller 15-minute openings I've seen in a while. What's that, about 40 points? Yeah, I think my next funded entry, I was gonna hopefully try to short somewhere around 165s. Did you get long at 800 fish lips? Oh, still waiting for the 750. Yeah. What do we got? News in less than a minute and a half, guys. So be careful if you are in a trade. Oh, you're short. Okay, you shorted the 800s. Maybe you'll get a quick death candle at the news here. All right, 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. So if you're in your so if you're in a long or short, get ready for a possible ride. All right, less than a minute. Didn't break this previous structure here, so. Ten seconds. Woo! Did we freeze? Oh, it froze and went back up. Looks like they ran both sides. They ran the sell side at the 80, then ran it back up to the 30. Maybe we can get back out of this 15-minute range. May run that wick down here at the 80s real quick. I'm going to go to break even because I'm not sure if we're going to bounce at that opening range low. As you can see, we just hit that opening. I was trying to get short long enough where I had 10 points between here and there, but I was a little bit on the late side. As you can see, we hit that freaking opening range low. So we may have to re-enter. Yeah, damn it. Good old opening range low got me. So we may just wait for it to break this opening range low. We still have to the 80s that we can push down. Or below the whole number here. Yeah, I was definitely hoping we run this data wick or the data candle down here. So we haven't ran this data wick sitting up here at what 25. So it looks like we hit the low. We're probably going to run back up to the 21 of the high. Let's just wait and see what happens after we run this wick. So maybe if we take out this data wick, we may get another pushback down. Man. It's pretty tough so far, guys. The entries were definitely back over in this area here if you were looking for the breakout this morning on this candle here. You missed the opening. There wasn't a lot going on in the opening, Java. We did have one little flag set up, but it happened so fast that if you wasn't on top of it, you would have missed it. Capital called out a nice long at 88. I was waiting for the first pullback, and we got the first pullback, but like I said, the candle popped so fast that I had no time to react, so we had to just sit there and watch it. All right, so their second push took to get through that opening range low. Kind of hoping the 50s is the next play down here at 750. Oh, you lost power last night. That sucks. I guess that's the only thing I like about where I live at. Luckily, we've never really had any, like, we never hardly ever lose power here in the city limits. Ooh. Another bounce off that sell side 88. Ooh, it's looking pretty bullish on this 5 minutes here. And we got the 15-minute opening range play here where we're getting ready to hit at the 20s. We still have this data wick that we haven't ran. Pretty good, fish lips. 150 points already. All right, there's the wick touch there. Oh, you're gonna sell the? I hate it when it hits that many times. I usually just stay away from it when it's like that, fish lips. That's pretty. You would think we'd get some kind of pullback off this 38 here. We got today's open and close sitting up there at 65, so that's hopefully the level that we're going to try to hopefully short for the funded accounts. Man, this is starting to look pretty bullish for the rest of the day. If there's 10 points off that 38 level. I know. I wonder if we sell all the way back down. We're kind of creating a Romney candle on the 5-minute over here. This is a eval only. If it hits, I hope it doesn't take multiple chances. Oh, did it miss me? Nope, not quite. It looks up there. case it doesn't move back up here. Didn't quite get the 10 points off of there. That is something I got to keep in consideration. We didn't have over 10 points in between the 50 and the 10, so you probably should have taken profit or for like a 5 points. I totally forgot about that. Damn. Ugh. So far, this is just a PL right now. We're just in the red, 30 bucks. We're also going to try long down here at yesterday's open and low. $7.28. Where's that at here? Oh, this one. Man, we're still in a nice range here. Be nice we get a push down to the 50s and we push all the way back up to the 800s or even the 75s here. And we got that gap fill in at 45, 46 for the weekly gap fill. We just broke the 15-minute range to the downside. Be nice if we push down to the 50s, then retest that 15 minutes. Hopefully it just wicks right below this here. Looking for a fairly instant bounce. If we don't get the instant bounce, we will go to break even. I want to see it hit this, then bounce all the way back up there to the hopefully the 9 EMA to retest those 9s and 20s. If it doesn't push down and it pulls back, we won't take this trade. Woo. All right. See if we can get 30 more points. Maybe a push back up to those 80s. But we could push down to that opening week gap at 56. I don't think we got it, so we may only get our 10 points. The goal was just get your 10 points. I went in half size too. I didn't do the full 10 contracts like I wanted to. We only did the 5 contracts. But hopefully we can get a nice 30-point move or even a 25. We'll just settle for 25. That'll be running the top of this. And we'll trail it just so we can take some out. We got a gap fill in all the way back at the 80 there. Oh, come on. Oh, damn it. I'd have much rather had a $200 win than a $100 win, but we'll take it. We waited all the way from yesterday for that freaking yesterday open bounce. I wish I'd have went in with 10, but I just wasn't sure because we already pushed down there once this morning. So this is the one that kind of scared me off this. This is what made me go half size. All right, so for the funded, just one trade. Like I said, made $100, and so now we're just going to stick to the eval trades for the rest of the morning probably, and work on evals. So we actually waited yesterday for this trade. That was our setup that we were waiting on yesterday for our long, for our funded account, but it never got back down there, so we never got an opportunity to take it. So we're just looking for a 10-point bounce off the previous day open or low, and hopefully you get a runner. So it did. We almost got 20 points, but I was hoping to at least get 30 points. All right, let me get off my put a little bit more risk on since we're going to evaluations. Whew. That sucks. Man, I'd have really liked to have that extra 30 points because that'd have been an extra $60. Nice. All right, we're going to target that 28 level that fish lips called out a while ago. Had a nice little bear flag set up here. It wasn't a pretty one, but still had a nice little 3 green candle pullback. Small baby red candle, then hit that breakthrough of that flag there. We're targeting 30. We got a swing sitting at 28 there. We're going to take at least 10 more points out of this. We got to get better about taking our profit. A lot of times I'll sit there and hold that for a break even and it'll come back and hit me. And we got the IB8 sitting here at the 48. So we got that gap fill in at 44, something like that. 42 was the gap fill in. Oh, come on. Give me the 28. Just 2 points off of that 28 level. And it looks like, hope it doesn't make another swing there. All right, we sold one more contract off this way. We got one contract left here at the 50s. So we'll either get Stopped out for 10 points on our last runner there, guys. So we gave up. We left about 15 points on the table there. So far, we're green in that was an eval, that last trade. So we did have to make up a little of a negativity. I think we're in the red $30 when we started trading that one. The funded trade was 400. So we have another eval that reset on the 29th. So now we have a second one that we can trade. There's the 30. Ah. Dirty, 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 guys. Of course, it would go to our profit area. I mean, we had a little flag set up. Actually, this would have been a nice eval type trade. Printed 3 candles back into the previous IBL. But I just got out of a trade, and so we didn't want to re-enter. Now, this is a eval type setup. I would never do anything like that on a funded. Some reason it feels like Friday today to me for some reason. I don't know why. It has like a Friday feel to me. Fish slips, I've been trying to like go back and look at price action and figure out how I can time this if our EMAs do not get back above 35 and try to just get short below this 535 and just see how far you can ride it down. Because I did something like that yesterday. That's how I got that 50-point trade yesterday. I was able to time it where I was about 10 points below that. Sounds good, Francis. Thank you for hanging out and chatting. What do you think? We get a nice bounce here at 77. This is eval only, guys. Let's just to see if we can get a bounce off of this whole number here at the 700. And we might have missed it. It may not get down there. If I take this stuff, I like for it to be one candle hit, then reverse. I don't usually, if I get a candle, say within like a few points away from it, and then it goes back up, I don't usually take that second entry. So let's see. We'll keep a short top stop tight like stop loss on it too if it hits and pops. And this is only for a couple micros on an eval, and 90 will probably be my line in the sand here. Oh, did we miss it? Oh. Oh, did it miss it? No, we missed it. That's so dirty, fish lips. That was dirty. Oh, you son of a bee. Come on. Oh, my God. I was even a point off of the 700. It literally got with it like a half a point. Oh, that was so dirty. I was going to try to see if I could get long at the 700 and take it up to this 25 since we got the 90 EMA sitting at 27. Oh, come on. It's like Ninja knows. I want to see how close that got. $20.75, dude. Whew. I mean, 70 or 701.75. Man. I want to say one of the Capital had a really good call out this morning. I wish I could have got part of that. I wanted to get part of that long. I was waiting for that first pullback after we touched his 88 level here, but that's whenever we had that big like 20-point jolt and I wasn't able to get in it in time. All right, here comes the second touch. I don't know. See, the second touch, usually it pushes through. We got yesterday's opening sitting at 680s here. This is eval only too. And I think you said something about 84 fish lips. Damn it. Like I said, I think we missed the push here. It looks like it hit 80 right on the dot. 81. I was trying to be right above it, so we won't take the retest. Let's see if we push, what, get it back above 700s, maybe push up to the 30s, 25. Which this could be the protected pullback here too at 22. Did you get long off the 84 fish lips? Watch it go all the way back up here to the 40s to fill in this little bitty baby 1 minute gap. This is eval only, guys. We're done with funded accounts. So we will be a little bit more aggressive with our evals. Really don't want to see us lose those 10s. All right, might get stopped out on the eval here. Waiting on this 5-minute here. See what this 5-minute closes. A little bit of green. So still just kind of bouncing off that 700 level. Man. What was that? Another bounce off your 84 level, fish lips? Yeah, 84. Man. What was that 71 level, fish lips? The 671. Man, we got equal low sitting there too at 74s. Oof. Ran those equal lows. That looks pretty bullish. I just don't know if we get stuck here at that 20 EMA. There's the 20 touch. Let's see if we push back down. Push back up. Want to see it reject the 90s here. There's another 90 test. Thought we'd get that push up to that 50 EMA sitting at 30. How dirty. Looks like maybe we want to run these equal, what, this wick down at 70. Dude, I was pretty sure. I thought we were going to get that move up to the 730s there, fish lips. Wow, this looks super, super bearish. Man, did we get a nice 52 bounce here? 50 bounce? It just dirtied on through that thing. It's like, no, we're not giving no love at the 50. Oh, there it is. There's the target right there. Yesterday's low down at 25.99. That was some kind of news. Let's see if we can get a 600 bounce. That's also yesterday's low from the previous day, I'm assuming. Is that going to be the 25 bounce? Looks like if we bounce off that 25, more likely we're going to have a push back up to the 50 there. My goodness. All right, the 25 back to the 50. So now let's see if we can get a push down to the whole number at the 600. Come on. We'll keep a short, tight stop loss on this too. Don't really want it to sell below that 90 level. Worst case scenario, it sells through the 600s, hit the 90, then bounce back up to the 10. Oh, I hate that it's like... All right, we'll go to break even fairly quick if it tags us in. It's so close. So close. Dude, I know this thing's not going to miss me. We want to break even fairly quick on that one. No, don't miss me by a few points. No. Give me my 10 points, damn it. No. All right. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to lose all of the profit. I hate that it was hesitating. It's still tapping. Whew. I didn't want that damn thing to just explode through. All right. Oh, it just wicked through it. It looks like it's probably going back down. You don't want to see that sideways consolidation. I'm liking this less and less here. All right, we're just going to get out. I hate the hesitation. We were in that on the mini. Good call. I'm glad I went to break even. Once this thing starts consolidating sideways, you might as well just get on out of that thing. Maybe this is the bottom. Didn't know if we're going to have a inside bar print on the 5-minute here. I almost wanted to take that fair value gap, that inversion gap break, but we just could not pull the trigger. See if we get a if we can hit the 20, pull back, retest the 9, and sell back through the 20, we will definitely be looking for probably a long above the 50 level here. Maybe take it up to the 50 EMA. All right, there's your 21 EMA. There's the 20 hit. So you want to see if he can push back down. There's a 50. Could pull back a little bit off of that level there. May close this trade back below 50. I really don't want us back below 50. There she goes. Like I said, we're just in this for 5 points here. Ah. Woo, it went through that 50 hard, didn't it? Let's see if we may try to re-enter here. Let's see if it sells back through. It still may sell back down. Let's see. Woo! I know. I actually went in really heavy on one of my evals capital. Let's see if we sell back through this 50 EMA. Man, what a 100-point rip. Insane. Ugh. Filled in all that sell off from earlier. All right, so like I said, we're over here trading minis on our eval. So we're up 800, 600, and just 100 on the funded. So like I said, we were going to be aggressive with our funded accounts today. Not funded, evals, I'm sorry. Yeah, I caught a lot of that bigger move because, like I said, I was in multiple contracts. That's why I was so quick to go to break even on that 600 bounce fish lips a while ago. So we only took 5 points instead of the 10. Man, if I could have took the 10 points, if I didn't get the nervousness, we could have cleared over 1,000 on that new eval reset. Woof. We got 2 trades out of it though. I'm okay with that. 2 trades. We got 2 20-point trades out of this move up here. So we took a total of 40 points out of this 90-point move. Nice. Killing it. No, these key level bounces are just killing it today, fish lips. I mean, they've been on all day. I hate that I missed Capital's trade this morning. I really wanted to be in that freaking trade. Because Capital called out a nice trade at 88 this morning. I was waiting for the first pullback to get create a little bear flag or bull flag for the breakout. And that damn thing whipped 20 points, and all I had to do was just sit there and watch. So I couldn't catch it. If you're just joining us, I took my funded trade off, what did we do? We did yesterday's open and close around the 750 area. So this was where our funded trade came in. But we only is able to, we went in half size because we've already hit that bounce once today. And so I'm very iffy about the second bounce. And the second bounce did pay about 20 points, 30 points before it pulled back. So nice funded trade today. I just didn't get the full amount with the 10 micros or, basically a mini. So we just half sized it. So instead of risking the 200, we're just going to risk $100 on a 10-point stop loss. Ugh. All right, we're going to switch back over to micros real quick. I guess I didn't realize Methodical Man was off. All right. All right, we're going to slow down now with our entries. We're going to, like I said, we've been trading minis on this 100-point move back up in multiple trades. But Now we're going to knock it back down to micros here, so on the evals. If we can add some profit, we will. We're trying not to risk no more than like $60 a trade at the most. Make sure I'm on the right account, because I had a brand new eval reset with Bulanox. It was one of those $15 90% off. It's this account here. Man, I'm hoping next week that we can finally get our Bewley funded over that 1,000 mark. Oh, goodness. If you're new here, hit the like and subscribe button. We need one more subscriber to get to the magic 800 number. I feel like YouTube's kind of doing like the stock market. We're finding too much support at the 800s. What do you think, Fishlets? We get a bounce around that 13 to 19 range, because that's your 50% pullback, and plus you got the 100 sitting there. Unless you're already going to be long above 700. I mean, it looks like we're consolidating for another breakout. Needs a pullback. I didn't know if we would just rip straight out of this consolidation. So if you're just joining us, we were trading some minis off of the 600 level a while ago. We took a total of about 40 something points total out of this whole move. The first play, we took 20 out of it. Then we re-entered, took another 20 out of it. So got close to half of this out of this 100-point move to the upside. We had a lot of support there at the 600s. I don't know if that was Friday's lows or what. $650-ish. This definitely turned into a bear flag, bull flag type of day of breakouts. If you love breakouts, it started off a little choppy this morning, but man, once we got going, the bear flags were paying the bills today. Especially eval. Now I don't usually take bull fair bear flags with my fundeds, but as far as evals go, definitely. $695 was tough. Yeah, a lot of support right there at that 700 whole number here. What's the five? Oh, dude, that was a 5-minute Romney candle too, but it didn't make a low, so that's the only thing I don't like about it. Did you take that 50 bounce? Man, do we sell back down from here? I may try to re-enter if we can get some kind of bear flag here. If we can pull back, create a little 2-candle bear flag, I like to find maybe we find an entry. See. I didn't do it. There's your 50 bounce fish lips. Damn. That thing looks like it just does not want to slow down, fish lips. Oh. Come on, let's get a little flag set up here. If we get a flag set up here, I may jump in short. See if we can short this 50 here. Yeah, it should get us. Short that 50. May get a bounce. I think Fish Lip said 25 or 30 down there. May get a bounce there. So runner may not get anything here. Just in case we lose that 30, we're going to be shooting at the bottom. We're going to look for another retest of the 600. There's your 30. Is it going to hold? Come on, let's see. There's the 25. We'll at least take 10 points out of that in case it pops back up off of those 20-25s and got to retest the 50s here. We can always get another entry with a bear flag set up or something. Because Fish Lip said that we have some kind of resistance support here at the 25/30. I'm looking for a push down there to retest the 600s. If I can get below 20, we're going to go to 30. We'll at least try to take 20 points out of this trade. Come on. There's the 20. We just broke the 20. All right, 20 points locked in. All right, so we at least get 20 points out of that. So we shorted at 50. Fish Lips did say he was thinking we might get a bounce at the 30 level, but I thought maybe we could get another little push down there to 600. Man. There's that 30 bounce. You can see that was a good call too, because even though it did wick below it, the body stayed above the 30. So definitely a nice resistance area. So you got long off that 30? Nice. What's your target, Fish Lips? Hey guys, if you're just joining us, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like and subscribe button, we're looking for more and more subscribers to maybe get that lucky 800. So far today, we can do no wrong. So we've been trading a lot of good levels today. A lot of previous day highs and lows. We've had people in the chat calling out some good levels too. We've been trading minis off these levels. So we're up almost $800 on this eval, $650 on this eval. And my funded account, I went in half instead of the full mini or 10 micros. We did half because that target was almost hit earlier. And so that would have been, to me, the second hit. So we went in half instead of the full. We still got our 10 points plus like another 10 points on the runner, but didn't get the $200 like we were hoping to get. But that's okay. This is just 2 micros. It could bounce back here because what it needs to happen is when you hit the 20, it needs to come back and hit the 9, then back up through the 20. And I may even add to this. This is just micros, 2 micros. So we're taking a lot of our risk off because we're up like $600-700. We'll add to it if this holds. Like I said, we're back on micros, guys. Hopefully we don't have to pull back and retest this freaking 30 level. I probably won't let it go too much below 40 here. I don't really want to risk more than $100. 10 points is like $60 if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully this will be the push here. Get a push up to that 50 EMA. Ah, damn it. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to go too much more than that. Right now we're in the red by like $40. All right, looks like we may get stopped out here. It probably wants to run this wick here, be my guess. Maybe this is swing? No. Like I said, the smart way to do this if you're trying to long like the reversals of evals is you want to hit at the 20, pull back, then when it sells through the 20, you got long. I got long on the first hit. Kind of got long in a bad spot. All right, we'll get stopped out on that one. We're still in the green by what, 560 here. We may still try to re-enter this. See if we got to retest those 30s here. What is it? And we're moving into that lunch hour. We're only 10 minutes away from 12 o'clock, guys. So definitely moving into that no man's lands of usually don't like taking trades because we kind of move into consolidation at that time of the day. Man, fish lips, that's looking pretty roundy there. Looking like it's making a little... Come on, give me the 10. 2 micros here, guys. 2 micros, that's it. No! Oh, it hit right below it. There we go. One more little push. All right, we're going to be looking for 90 up there. Woo. They may flush it again. It didn't take the lows. That's all right. We got our first target. If we get above this 50 EMA, I'm hoping we don't have no more than a 10-point pullback here. And I'll take my stop loss right below that 50 EMA. Or maybe if it pulls back 10 points, we can add. Nope. Pull back, retest that 50. If it pulls back into my 50, we may even add to this. Just because we're up so much, we definitely got profit to add to our profit here, because we could pull back, retest the 9 and 21, then bounce and continue higher here. Uh-oh. Not a little consolidation. That's a good sign here. Stay consolidated. Then chapow to the top side. If we sell back down to that 9 EMA and 21 EMA, we may try to add a contract. That's only if it pulls back into the 50s. You said the ES may flush again. Also, the ES has not taken the lows yet. Let me look at the ES chart. I haven't even really looked at the ES chart today. Oh yeah, I see all the way back down to 623 on the ES. Possible. All right. Let's see if the 50 holds. If the 50 doesn't hold here, we'll pretty much just get stopped out. We're just in this one micro at the moment. We'll go to the bottom of this candle here because it could go down to this fair value gap. We got a fair value gap that it could just be filling in. This is our runner contract. We already hit our first initial 10. Oh, come on. This thing looks like it's about to roll back over, guys. Yep, it looks like it's rolling. We're gonna get stopped out on this one. The runner is gonna get stopped out. Unfortunately, we did leave about 20 something points on the board because we were targeting the 85 up there. That should hit us here. Oh, nope. This next one will. Whew. That was close. Close. The 50 saved us, maybe. See if we can break this here and go straight up. Oh, no, I'm drinking. That's empty. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. This will probably be my last trade of the morning. We're moving into the lunch hour, and this is usually consolidation time, this 12 o'clock hour. So might have to wait till, 1, 2 o'clock for the evening PM session. I mean, it looks like we're going to get stopped out on this, man. It looks like this thing just wants to grind back lower. And see, the ES is about to hit yesterday's open and close at the 45s. Now, if the ES can get through those levels, I feel like we'll get this pop. But if the ES does not get through those levels, we'll probably be stuck here. Had quite a bit of support there for the ES. You can see it chopped around those levels for quite a bit before we had the sell-off. And they just hit it again. So that's kind of eh. Like I said, this is my runner here. We hit our first initial 10 points with our previous contract. And so we were trying to target these highs up here where we consolidated around forever, up here around the 85s. Which we can always re-enter. If it stops us out and if we can get some kind of another flag set up, we'll try to jump in. Oh, there we go. Got stopped out, guys, for our runner. Might get a big sell-off. The ES may want to take out those 24s down there. I don't know if they will. Yesterday's opens all the way down at 23 on the ES. The NASDAQ already ran those levels, so the ES hasn't. Watch it stop me out and just completely just rip to the 85. That's how the nasty Nas rolls there, guys. Short this. Fish lips, you still holding your long from 30? Maybe this will break out the bottom, do one of these little things where then it goes back up. So we'll have to see what happens. But I don't think I'm going to take any more trades just because it's in the 12 o'clock lunch hour. And I've been trying not to take any trades at this time of the day. Oh, you just did the small scalp? Yeah. I probably should have done that too. I was like, we got those 85s. Hit about 70 and just like, no. So we did leave 20 points on the board there. That's what sucks. So I left 40 bucks. Left an extra 40 bucks on the table. Been trying to keep an eye on Buellanox, see if they're going to offer any 90s. I thought they were going to do a 90% this week for the holidays here. They didn't do any. Oh, man. Dude, does the ES? I don't know. All right, guys. Thanks everyone for watching today. We're going to get off the charts. I may try to come back for Power Hour today. I need to actually start probably trading Power Hour. I've kind of gotten away from that. I don't have anything to do today, so we'll try to stream more. So far, good morning. We switched over to minis on these evals to be a little aggressive just because we had crazy amount of volatility. So it was just like, we're like, let's just go for it. We slapped the minis on there, went in heavy. We got most of all of our money out of this big move here off of that big bounce off the 600. I think that was like Friday's low or something. It was some kind of low from sitting there. So we was able to catch 20 points total out of it here. Then we re-entered again for another 20 points out of it. So that's how we got most of our money off of this. Then for our fundeds, we're only up $100 a day because, you know, we don't trade that one too stupid. At least try not to. And that one was taken off the previous low or previous day open / low plus weekly opening gap, weekly gap up at the 50 level. I think it was 750. Yep. Because I was waiting on that level to get hit yesterday. And it was right here. See this big push down right here? Boom, hit yesterday's open / close. Then pushed up almost 30 points. I was shooting for 30, but I had to settle just for 20 because this candle right here pulled back, stopped me out. Then it went to my 30 mark. So that's where we are on the accounts today as far as the trade setups that we've taken. So, all right, guys, everyone have a good evening. Stay safe during lunch. If you're going to trade this lunch hour, Lunch hour can be kind of choppy. Remember, lunch hours is usually a consolidation time. If you get on Trading View, you can almost go back and look at the consolidation here. Let's see. See, I got to ask what's his name because I lost that one indicator that had my lunch time on it. So basically what it is, it kind of marks out the highs and lows during the different sessions here. But for some reason, I ended up with a different one. And, yep. So now it doesn't put the lunch hour on there. Next time I'm in here, if I see Capital, I'll have to ask them. I couldn't remember which one it was, but we just got one on there. All right, guys. We will definitely be, if we're not back for Power Hour, we will definitely be back this evening at 6 o'clock. Because we've been streaming the opening. Push back down to your level, fish lips. Back down there to that 30 level. Or close to it. Did you re-enter? Oh, what was it called, Capital? Somehow mine got deleted and now I have the wrong one on there. I couldn't remember which one it was that showed the lunch hour because I was looking for that one this morning and I couldn't find it. I remember it being like ICT kill zones or something like that, but for some reason it kept bringing up a different one. Is it one of these here? Is it the kill zone pivots or just kill zone? Our toolkit. Is it the toolkit one? I thought I tried all these this morning because I wasn't sure. Okay, let's see. That's okay. There it is. Nice. Thank you, sir. Okay. There you go. This is the one I wanted. I like this one the best. Just because it gives you you can kind of go back and look at the lunch hour. Kind of go back to the left. You can see all the little consolidations for the lunch. Lunch hour. Lunch hour. And you can go back as many days you set it. I think right now the factory setting or default settings just a couple days. But I think what I did is I went and changed settings where it went back like a month or something. Are you talking about those 600 levels Capital? Yeah, we banged it today off of that 600, man. We got so much points out of that bounce off the 600 all the way back up to the 90s. We took about 40 points total out of that. Between two different accounts, though. Two different accounts. I wish we could have got more on the fund today. I would have really loved to get over that 1,000 mark, but that's okay. We'll settle for 98 bucks. Tomorrow, I want to say, I don't know if the market's open all day tomorrow. I know the stock market closes at 1 tomorrow, but as far as futures go, they may close at 1 also. So it may be like 2 half days tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We will definitely either be back for Power Hour and definitely we'll be back for the nighttime at the opening. And if the market is moving during Asia, I don't mind doing Asia, but man, it's so boring during the Asia market that it's kind of sit there hard to really even talk about the stock market because it's just consolidating. So unless there's some people in the lobby that are chatting and communicating, it's not too bad. But man, when there's not really anybody watching and you're streaming that, freaking boring. All right, guys, we'll be back in a few hours. Thank you guys for watching.